Righto, early voting for the Queensland election starts on Monday, and the Electoral Commission of Queensland have confirmed there are 6 candidates here in the seat of Keppel. One Nation's How to Vote card is now complete, and as I've promised, we are putting Labor and the Greens last, as you can clearly see on this How to Vote card. Labor and the Greens last. Now, here in Queensland, we have what they call full preferential voting, which means we must number every single box. And I know it's painful, but if you don't fill out each box, your vote becomes informal. In other words, thrown out, not counted. Now, I want to stress something to every single voter who is tired of the major parties who have taken your votes for granted here in central Queensland. Let's face it, they have. It's not just 9 years of Labor who have funnelled our coal royalties and other taxes down to Brisbane and kept it for vanity projects in the southeast corner, like the Olympics, like Cross River Rail, all those things. It's the LNP as well. And One Nation are the only party prepared to fight the next government for our fair share of funding for Keppel and Rocky. And that means calling out the government when they're not listening to our needs, yet giving credit where credit's due. I want to see hospitals in Yeppoon and Rocky better resourced with nurses, doctors and specialists who can actually reduce the wait times for locals who need the patient care they deserve here at home instead of having to go to Brisbane. Now, I also want to see a high school for Emu Park. I've made that plain and clear because families have waited decades despite a rapid increase in young families moving to our region. And I'm determined to fix the tourism woes of Great Keppel Island and oppose the exclusive use native title claim over that great piece of paradise that we've got. And I also want to ensure its name is never changed to Whopper. We need to see a change in attitude from the next government towards nursing homes here as well. As we get older, people should not have to wait 2 years to get into these much needed facilities. And crime can only be resolved with a Member of Parliament who won't fudge the arrest figures and instead support harsher penalties, support our police, not criminals. Because no matter what their age is, they've got to be held accountable. And we must support the human rights of victims, not the crims. As for parents out there who are tired of hearing their kids come home from school with the news that they've lost another teacher, well, we've got to get stability back into our classrooms by working with teachers and make changes to the system that's letting them down as much as our kids. We've got a real opportunity here in Keppel to vote for change come October 26. Not the major parties, but someone who has consistently spoken about real issues and real solutions on a local level. Every other candidate here, if you listen to them, has dribbled out lines that have been scripted from Brisbane. And I'm not some Brisbane lackey who takes orders from down south. If you want a local prepared to stand up for locals, give me that chance when polling booths open next week. I'm James Ashby, the One Nation candidate for Keppel. Here's your chance to effect change come October 26.
One nation, we got the guts to say what you're thinking.
Authorised J. Ashby, 34 Cathany Street, Yeppoon.